Yeah, good morning. This is Executive Coach Sam Zimmer. The new day has begun, and I'm about to go on the next session. I thought I should spend some few minutes sharing with you what do we normally do when we are about to go into the new session with our client. So I'm sitting here with my coaching sheet document. I have about 20 minutes before my next client log into our session, which we are conducting via Google Meet, which is one of the many platforms that we are using these days. So it is extremely very important as an executive coach that you are ready for your client, and hopefully your client is also ready for you. For when the session starts, you must be prepared. I normally go through the previous session coaching report just to establish if I have prepared for all the expectations that were captured in the form of actions by the coach. I'm the type of a coach that is not shying away from the fact that the coaching session could lead me to doing certain things for my clients, not necessarily in terms of their own job or their own life, but in terms of assisting them. Let's say, for instance, making sure that I have sent the report in time, and if I have promised to share with my client some books, titles, and make sure that I've done that. Might be that I have promised that I will refer them to a particular website where they can go and read some more in relation to their own work. That is also very important. One thing it's important here is that in executive coaching, we are in partnership with each other. So once I'm quite certain that all is in place, obviously I need to set up my computer. It is quite very tricky to try to log in exactly on top of the moment when the coaching is supposed to take place. Technology is quite a challenge, and you need to be prepared long in advance so that you don't find yourself being caught unaware. So I'm looking into my laptop and go into my calendar and make sure that I have logged in long in time, and just wait for the moment to come when my client then also logs in. And in that way, you are able to pick it up if there is something that is not right, and then you can fix it way in advance. After I've done that, I take out, as I mentioned, I have my coaching input sheet, which is basically forming the basis of my coaching report. Then I enter the coaching session number on top of my sheet so that I'm reminded of what session number are we about to hold. And of course, I'm Sam Zimmer, the coach, so there is a section where I indicate that it's me who was coaching this client. Then I put the client name on the sheet. I go as far as putting their current position, because the title positions of clients do keep change. And by so doing, I am confirming if my client is still in the same position that they have been since ever. And obviously, the name of the company is very important because I coach many people in a day. So I need to be able to see which coaching input sheet I need when I make coaching reports. I put the date, obviously, and the venue. In this case, this is going to be a virtual coaching session. I just put the virtual coaching session. For my interest, I do write down the platform I'm using. Today I'm going to be using Google Meet. Sometimes I use Microsoft Teams. I will also use Zoom, even Skype. The importance of that is for me to know if I have experienced connectivity difficulties or some sort of other challenges, then I'm able to know which platform was giving me which problems, so that I'm able to adjust myself and maybe agree with my office and the client to try a different platform next time. One other important thing to remind myself is the coaching theme and the topic that we are coaching on. And then, of course, the goal that we will have set at the beginning of the coaching session with my client. And all my coaching clients' goals are supported by at least 3 sub-goals or 3 objectives. That way we are able to really to control how we actually manage our coaching session. Now, it's also very important that one is always reminded of his coaching enterprise value proposition, because that is what guides me in the delivery of my coaching program. Just as insights, I want to share with you that our coaching program is a component of our human capital portfolio of intervention in the COMETSA Business Model. We recognize its relatedness to other interventions like mentoring, counseling, advisory, consulting, motivational speaking, and facilitation. However, coaching should not be confused with any of the above. Coaching is a development intervention that seeks to ignite the capacity of the client from within. The coach's role is to facilitate that process, encourage the client to use his or her own internal resources and strength to achieve the set goals or objectives in life or business. By the time the coach meets with the client, most of service expectations shall have been met by our business management division. This is done so through provision of professional coaching service, logistic, coordination, and administrative support. The coach is therefore freed from any non-coaching activities to focus on the actual coaching work. There is close relationship between the support team, the coach, and client to make sure that the client experiences good quality coaching program. COMETSA is the home of many highly qualified and credentialed coaches. They are brought in as associate coaches assigned to individual, group, and or team coaching programs and projects. Whereas they each have their own coaching models and philosophies, they are aligned with COMETSA coaching philosophy, namely the mind, the journey, the destiny. We apply our mind to the journey that takes us to our destiny. Our associate coaches are exposed to COMETSA Associate Coaches Continuous Development Program, the Lekgotla Way. They choose from a diversity of coaches development themes offered by COMETSA PMS Lekgotla networks. They learn by doing as they facilitate sessions at the monthly Lekgotla networks. This is part of their development in facilitation of learning and development. Coaching methodology is embedded within the Lekgotla networks. The coaches learn to be fully present with the client, create awareness in the client, checking in, engaging with the client emotionally, challenging the client, observing the shift in the client, expanding the worldview of the client, meeting the client at their level, holding the mirror for the client to reflect on, asking penetrating questions, paraphrasing, holding meaningful conversations, summarizing the conversations, and of course conducting checking out at the end of each session, which plays the role of reviewing the recently completed coaching session. The main source of COMETSA Associate Coaches is the membership of COMETSA Friends and Supporters Club, NPO, followed by the Retired Professionals Development Program that is offered by our Retired Professionals Development Agency. The membership with our NPO is a prerequisite to becoming our associate coach. The retired professionals bring rich perspective and experience into the coaching profession. They are first inducted into mentoring, facilitation, and advisory and consulting at the various COMETSA clients. They are expected to sign Memorandum of Understanding and Non-Disclosure Agreement with COMETSA GOC International Pty Limited. Once they have undergone COMETSA Associates Development Program and are used to the COMETSA operating model, coaching philosophy, and the approach, they are then motivated to take further courses in coaching to qualify themselves. Our associate coaches are featured regularly in Coaching 101 conversations at COMETSA Radio Worldwide. This is a conversation during my show, and the objective thereof is to bring the coaches into conversations about the state of coaching in South Africa, the African continent, and of course the world at large. We believe that coaches must have ongoing conversation with each other about the developments in the coaching profession. As coaches, we must contribute to the development of the coaching profession and the sector. When coaches are in conversation with each other, this benefits other stakeholders like the clients, suppliers, institutions of learning, etc. COMETSA coaching program offering is done at the following levels. Individual coaching level. Here the individuals are free to sign up for coaching. They either pay for their own coaching programs or they may be sponsored. They are in charge of their own coaching goals and objectives. Group coaching level. This is a group of people that have attended a coaching program at a go. The reason for group coaching is that they are involved in the same coaching themes. They do not necessarily have the same coaching goals and objectives though. The individuals in the group are diverse in many ways. They are therefore not a team, although they could end up being a team as a result of their coaching intervention. Team coaching level. Here the coaches are a uniform group with common coaching goals and objectives. The individual interests are put aside, aligned, or integrated into the team's goals. The common teams are executive committees, departmental staff members, management teams, board members, sport clubs, etc. The focus is on the development of the team, not the individual members, even though the individual members could be taken out of the team and be assisted if they are experiencing unique challenges. Contracting at COMETSA is done at 3 levels. Level 1 is the two-party coaching contract. The parties to the contract are the coach and the client, coachee. This contract governs the relationship as it relates to the coaching program and individual sessions. Each party's role and responsibilities in the coaching relationship are clearly spelled out. 3-party or tripartite coaching contract. The parties to this contract are the coach, the client, coachee, and the sponsor or client company. This is what is referred to as triangular coaching relationship. The coaching program is sponsored by the company or any other third party who is referred to as a sponsor. In this case, the coach has 2 clients, namely the coachee and the sponsor company or the client company. Both have expectations, goals, and objectives that must be met by the coaching program. Similarly, each party's role and responsibilities in the coaching relationship are clearly spelled out. Master coaching contract. Some of our company clients prefer to enter into coaching program agreement with COMETSA covering more coachees. In that case, the company enters into a master coaching agreement with us. This contract regulates broadly the coaching services provision to the company. It only covers the broad framework of the services, and it is supported by the 3-party agreements signed by the individual coach, the coachee, and the line manager, that is the boss of the coachee. That is the value proposition that we offer, and I hope you find that very insightful. And should you be interested in becoming our coaching client, feel free to contact us at call center at cometsa-goc.com, or you can call us at +2711 974 9308, or second line is +2711 974 5612. Alternatively, you can buy the coaching sessions online at COMETSA shop. The site is www.online.cometsa-goc.com. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Goodbye.